Well, I've just got to the bottom of where I left off yesterday, back down to the clay. I've had a few little bits out, I'll just show you quickly before I crack on. Had this pipe here with J & Co stamped into the side of it. Another one of these, which like I said yesterday, could have been a little ink or gum or a cologne or perfume, I'm not quite sure. And then a little file. Got lots of nice bubbles in that one. It looks like it'll clean up very well. Other than that, I've got nothing to show you, so I best crack on. Well, I'm just sat having a little break now. I thought I'd show you this that came out about 10-15 minutes ago. I know we've seen one before if you've seen my other videos. It's a cottage ink. 2 Penrest cottage ink is what they were patented as. Come in few sizes. This is a medium size. You generally find the small ones, or I do personally. But yeah. But so far, that's pretty much all I'll be going home with, apart from the few little bits I showed you earlier. Hopefully just get a few more bits out of there just before I go. I've not got much time today. And yeah, that's about that really. Oh, and by the way, I don't wear these blue gloves for digging. I wear them under my other gloves. The dust gets through the other gloves and it gets on my hands, and then it sets my eczema off, which isn't good because I end up scratching them till they bleed, which is never fun. But yeah, there you go. Break over, I'll get back to it. Okie dokie, bye for now. Okay, I'm just gently scraping away the layers at the minute. Don't want to go too rough today because there seems to be ash quite high up. I may have hit a good patch of fresh, I may not have done, I may be tricking myself. But I've just had another little ink up. An octagonal with chamfered corners. Well, they just can't seem to stay away from me at the minute. Look what I've just found here. Another bisque doll. Well, doll's head should I say. Okay, it's one of the smaller ones with the shoulders. It's not one of the larger ones, but I think that's 4 I've dug in the last week or so. Maybe even 5 of this particular type. You can see the eyes are just a bit blue still. Yep. It's not covered in rust though, so a bit of water and a gentle toothbrush should bring that up clean. Okie dokie. I'll carry on. I've just had this little thing out, little perfume. Got some ribs up the side. Quite an ornate looking little thing, if that's the correct terminology. Yeah. Sometimes they have embossing on them, not always. This one doesn't. It's like a split, not a split, like a spine up the middle there. Come across this, which is a W. Fletcher's and Sons Indian sauce Shipley Works. The fact it says W. Fletcher and Son tells me that it's the more modern one. The older ones just said Fletcher's. So it's a bit more modern. It's still burst lip or sheared lip. Had this big beast out. It's a shame that didn't have any writing on it. It's huge. Still got the applied lip though, so we're still good. Still good. And there's this little thing down here just poking out the fresh ash. Although I'm guessing it's just a plain slick, whatever you want to call it. Let's have a look. It's sheared lipped, so like I say, we're still good for age really. Early, I mean, I think this is probably about somewhere between 1905 and 1910, this area that I'm digging today. So still 110 years old. I've just had this one out. Little Boots Cash Chemist bottle. Now I'm not sure if that was a pill bottle or a perfume. I won't make any guesses, but I will find out. So there you go, Boots Cash Chemist, and I'll keep going. In fact, I'm going to have a sandwich break. Okay, I'll just do this quickly because I don't know how long it's going to hold. You can see there's some bottles here. You can see this red label here. So one looks to have nearly the entire label on, but let's have a look quickly. Right, so that's that one. Can't read the label. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, it's a Essence of Coffee and Chicory, Symington and Co's, Edinburgh. But it's one of those, it almost looks like you can read it, and I can see Essence, I can't see much else. But yeah, Symington and Co, Essence of Coffee and Chicory, Edinburgh. Right, I'll crack on, see if I can get some more bits out. Well, I'm going to call it a day now. Unfortunately, I can't dictate what comes out of the ground. I can only hope for the best. So, just a few little bits from today then. I won't be taking all of it home. For example, I won't be taking this big blob of pink paint with me. That's somehow solidified in a jar, and then the jar's been smashed and it's left the paint. I will be taking this with me, the Symington and Co's Essence of Coffee and Chicory from Edinburgh. Probably take this, get a collection of some bottles and put them online perhaps. Not sure what that was. Was it a castor oil? Sauce bottle? Be grateful if anybody can let me know. Found this Harleen for the hair. It's just a sample bottle. Harleen for the hair. I'm guessing it made your hair shiny or something. A few burst top sauces here, the ones that they didn't finish off properly or they'd left without a smooth lip. Some plain meds. Got myself a tablespoons. 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. So whatever medicine was in there, those were the measurements. So if your doctor said take 2 tablespoons, you'd use those measurements where my thumb is. If you said take 1 tablespoon, you'd use those lines as a measurement on the left. More plain meds, or another plain meds. Little pot. Nothing in it as usual. No gold rings. Little gaming cube. Not the GameCube we know from the late 90s, early 2000s. More 1908. I say 1908 because one of the bottles I pulled out had one of the stoppers said 1908 on it. So I've kind of just dated this whole to 1908. Little Fletcher's sauce bottle from Shipley. Funnily enough, I used to live in the next town over from Shipley, just before I moved to where I am now. Nearly 300 miles away or something. So yep, Shipley is following me. Some bits of slag. Like a turquoisey blue is this one, but because my phone's that dreadful, you probably can't even tell. Another little bit of black slag here. And the first thing I found today, well, one of the first things, this Boots Cash Chemist bottle. And that's about it. Oh, I've got a gardening tip for you. Notice how it has all the roots. So here's a little gardening tip for you. If you want to get the weeds out of your garden and you want to guarantee that you get the whole root, dig a 6-foot hole around it until it caves in and the roots should just pull out nicely. There you go. Great gardening tip. Right, I am done. I'm pooped. And the hole is pretty much filled in. Okie dokie. All the best, everyone. See you next time.